stream. I have everything set up, and we're ready to play the game. So I'm playing some more Mushroom Kingdom Fusion. Something we haven't played in a hot minute. I haven't streamed in a hot minute, but I have specifically not played this game in a little bit. So we're diving directly back in. Can I jump on these? Okay, they're Goombas. They just look dangerous. We're diving directly back in. Apparently, we've gotten to the point where things are gonna get wacky. So I'm interested to see what happens. Wow, what's this? Is this fungi from deep space? It looks like the alien spores are spreading really fast. Keep on your toes, because who knows what you'll find down here. Yeah, we're in the Toad Zone. Featuring Mushroom. Oh god, we get the Hydrate. The Frame 1 Hydrate. What is up, Pomp? How are you doing? Oh god. The ad break. Oh, by the way, the pre-roll ad break starts in 1 minute. So, get ready for that. Oh my god, why do all the things in this world look like murder? Like, those look like massive death spikes. And spin jump. I feel like my game is running weird. Okay, how do those not look like death? You see what you guys see what I see, right? Okay, that is death. Okay. 1 second. I need 1 second real quick before I started the stream, but I'm already. Oh my goodness! The prophecy is true. Someone just did some sort of sub or something. Someone just subbed. Oh god. Pomp subbed. Spiked lanterns. Well, thank you for the sub, Pomp. I like immediately ruining my own stream by having to get up. But that's how it is, you know. Let's do everyone's favorite thing. Matt checking out settings in the settings menu. It's okay. We're just playing the game. So, between playing this game last time and this time, I updated it to the most recent version of the game. At least I think I updated it to the most recent version of the game. That added, like, I believe an extra character and maybe some fixes and stuff. So, I'm interested to see. Okay, I died horribly. I thought I was gonna... I don't know if I can stand on that. Like, it's a ladder. Also, it's just, like, from not playing any of this to going into Mario again. Going into probably some of the harder... Not harder levels in terms of, like... There are gonna be way harder levels later on. Spikes on Goombas, but you can stomp on them as bad design. They look... Yeah. Now I'm, like, double thinking... Yeah, double thinking. Now I'm, like... Are those, Buzzy Beetle-looking things murder? Sorry, I'm gonna restart the game. Because, it might destroy everything in terms of, it might destroy the entire stream. Can you stomp on the Metroid? That's a great question, Pomp. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'll try it once I, relaunch the game. It was, like, choppy for no reason. I don't know why. Oh, I gotta go to my, I guess it gives me a second to go to Creator Dashboard while I load the game up. This is like a Game Maker game, by the way. I'd like to point that out. Using, like, an engine, like a Game Maker Mario engine, which is crazy, because I think I remember seeing that exact engine on Game Maker, on Yo-Yo Games back in the day. For people to make Mario-type games. And this is unironically the title with the vaguely clickbaity title of, like, is this the best Mario fan game? It might be. It is really good. And it has that element of a million crossover things. So as you can see, the screen is stretched for some reason. I will address that in a second. I wanted to see if it would still be choppy. I think it's less choppy. I don't know why it was being all nonsensy. Letterbox stretched. It's very funny that for some reason on my end it's not stretched like that. Maybe the solution is to play in a window, but on my end it is, oh god, it is not stretched. But it appears stretched in the stream. That fixes the problem for the most part. We're just gonna deal with it. We're gonna deal with whatever. This is the classic Matt fiddles with. Matt spends the crucial beginning portion of the stream fiddling with settings. Let's see. Okay, that does kill you. That spiked enemy, which looks very like a spike, does actually kill you. Which is weird, because I guess those are more... The Goombas have more tendrils rather than spikes, you know? Does anyone know what those... The Mario 2 enemies that are attacking me are called, that I keep dying to and getting hit by? Does anyone happen to know what those are called? Because I keep getting eviscerated. You know what? Some of the choppiness I'm talking about might be because it's an auto-scroller, and the auto-scrolling is a little weird on this level. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a second. There was a little bit of a generous hitbox. I would call that a generous hitbox that the enemy just employed there. So if I continue to be bad, there are options for me. I could play as a different character. Although I'm trying to play as Mario because it feels like the most honest. Okay, you can't climb on that vine. That was a second test that I just did to see if you can climb on the vines. Okay, I've made a huge mistake. I've made a huge lapse in judgment. That was more my fault that time, I'm not gonna lie, but those hitboxes are wild. Give me a mushroom item. Cool. Okay, this might help me on my quest, this fire flower that I just got. Let's try this again. I don't know if I got to a point where, like, this game is actually much harder. I just picked, like, a really not great place to stop, or I'm just bad. Vote in the chat. Vote in the chat now. Oh, I forgot you can charge up your fireballs in this game. That's neat. Okay, I actually think the fire flower will help a lot in terms of just murdering these enemies. Whoa, these Metroid things have multiple health, it seems like. With their giant spike coins. Okay, just picked something up. So, I will say, of all the things, like, I don't particularly mind some of the design choices here, but, like, the spike, the coins that look like spikes are a little bit extra, you know? Okay, oh, I ducked, but I still got owned. Oh, no. Okay. The blue ones, okay, the blue ones go back and forth like 100 times. This is scary. I'm trying to land on those unnamed bee enemies from Mario 2. Okay, they go like up too. I'm trying to land on those unnamed bee enemies from Mario 2. So I can pick them up and throw them. Ugh! The fungi is toxic. You'll have to get through them this much faster. Who's talking? Is it Mario talking to me, the player? Okay, here we go. Oop. Come on. I'm having a hard time with the P energy, the P power, P speed. I forgot there was, like, red coins in these levels. Oh my god. I guess they did warn me that it was going to get much faster, but I didn't realize it was going to get this much faster. But yeah, I guess we're supposed to be getting into weird crossover zone. I mean, we already are in a crossover zone, but we're supposed to get into, like, we're gonna get real weird with it with Mario. I'm in toxic. I thought I was just straight up dead, but you can survive in the toxicity for a little bit. can survive the toxic feel bad energy. That's kind of nice, I guess. I still died relatively quick, but it's kind of nice that you can survive that. Yeah, the difficulty has ramped. I feel like substantially. Oh my god, I'm getting owned. Those enemies, especially the Metroid, like, falling down enemies, I guess if I just ignore them, then it's mostly okay. Alright, does this give me a mushroom? Yes, it does. It gives me 2 mushrooms. Heck yeah. Alright, wait a minute. I'm starting to see the numbers. I'm starting to get in the zone again. I'm starting to see patterns. I'm recognizing patterns. I'm platforming. I've entered some sort of Mario Wonder state. Oh god, Salt Bear is here. Arbiter of Level Head. Oh god! Sorry, I will review your chat message. I see crab eye stalk things. Oh! Okay. What are the eye stalk crab things from? I don't know. Probably Metroid. Or like a unique sprite. Or some other game. Also, what's up, Salt Bear? How's it going? I don't know, but I'm just glad I beat that level, because it took me a hot minute. Okay, this music's snazzy. Okay, I'm bad, but the music's snazzy. I think this is a kill everything level. Things go. Things go. Things go indeed. How do you like this, this snazzy remix? Of, like, Mario... This is the Mario Brothers theme, right? Bum, 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 bum. I might not be able to kill all these things. I don't have a fire flower anymore. I have to use the shells and be cool. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Spin jump. Horse could be playing this sax. A horse could be playing this sax? Is that a reference to something? Do horses often play saxophones? Am I a fool? I feel like I might be a fool. I'm also a fool for playing this level, and now I don't think I have a way to actually win. Okay, we'll try that again. Let's do a little character swap. Let's do a little player select. Alright, who has a... I mean, Wario, he can dash, I assume. I'm exclusively doing a little character swap here. Just so I can kill these enemies. Oh, I'm horribly dead. I've never been more dead in my life. Oh no, I've entered the wrong level. No, back out. Leave. Exit stage. A horse could be playing the saxophone, indeed. Okay, now that I'm Biggio, Bigario. Yeah. Now that I'm large and in charge Wario, can I dash into these enemies and stuff? Okay. I think Wario feels a little wonky, I'm not gonna lie. Unless, in the original games, do you have to be moving to do the dash? I was a Wario Land 4 kid. I played a little bit of Wario Land 3. I did not beat Wario Land 3. But did you have to always be moving to do the dash? Because when you press the attack button in this game without moving, you don't do it, and you die, and you cry. I did the old die and cry combo. I might want to play as, Link or someone. Oh, God. Why is Wario caked up on a Saturday? On a Friday? I was gonna say caked up on a Tuesday, and then I was like, you know what, I'll pick the right day. I'll say the day that it currently is, and then I said Saturday, as if I, like, didn't know that today was Friday. Oh, God. Yeah, Wario Land 1 is one of the slowest Wario in any of his games. Yeah, I'm it's feeling like that I'm maybe a little bit of that, you know. I'm thinking Wario is not my man here. I mean, I could use Mario if I want to be a weenie. But let's play. We can play. Yeah, let's play as Zero. Let's just play as Zero from Mega Man. Okay. Yeah. That. Do I have my blade? Do you have to charge to do it, or do I have the entire point of being Zero, aka his weapon? Brain's time zone reverted to GMT. Is that something mountain time? Greenwich Mountain Time? Is that what Greenwich? What's everyone's favorite time zone? Let's list our favorite time zones. Mean time. There's a Greenwich something time, and there's also like Mountain Time or something, like the Meridian something. Oh, I have a health bar. I'm OP. Zero's OP. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but like in video games that have character selects, or like depending on the game, I guess. There are certain games that have like character selects or like power-ups or like I guess Mario Wonder could be an example. Like games with like badges or something that make the game easier. Do you prefer to just play on like the harder version? Like if I was to just play as Mario, like sometimes I'll do that instead of wanting to switch in this game to other characters for the most part. I feel like I just want to play as Mario because that's like the purest experience. You know. This is a little bit of a different case. Just because... Oh, I guess you didn't have to kill them. Just because, Oh, I can dash by doing that. Just because I wanted to kill these enemies. The Mario Bros 2 fairy enemy is called Bezo. And the spiky crab thing Metro is called a Zoomer. Okay, Zoomer. It's funny that it's called... it's funny that you described it like that. Classic Luigi, classic Mario. We can have even more of a challenge. It's funny that you described him like that, because he's obviously a bee, and you're like the fairy-like creature. You could have been like the bee-like creature. I kind of assumed it was some sort of bee. I also realized that they probably wanted me to play as Samus on that Samus level. Wow, there's a lot of links. Arthur, Waluigi, Sonic. Let's get back to Mario. Get some pure Mario play in here. The Fortress of Traps. Aren't all fortresses full of traps? Wait. What music is this? Why can't I think of what music? Is this Zelda? What music is this? Why is my brain not... Kingdom Hearts. That... You're correct, yes. I was like, why is my brain not working? Ooh, a key. This looks like a good place to find some ingredients. Is this Hollow Bastion? I started playing Kingdom Hearts 3 with the DLC Final Mix version. Or not Final Mix. Kingdom Hearts 3 with the Remind. And on critical mode with attractions turned off and stuff like that. And you know what? That game is pretty good. Oh, it's Aria of Sorrow / Symphony of the Night Skeleton. My favorite enemy sprite in gaming. Unironically, I would say, maybe. Yeah. Oh, I wish I was Simon Belmondo. I guess I should play as Simon Belmondo if I die, so I can whip those things. But I've been playing Kingdom Hearts, and I've actually been on a little mini hiatus. I should probably return to it. I got to the point where Tom Hanks' brother is like, I don't care who you are, organization member, but I'm gonna... Okay. I don't care who you are. You give me Buzz back and buzz off or whatever. Woody's Tim Allen. No, Tom Hanks' brother does a kind of a bad impression of his brother and is like, Buzz, I don't care who you are, organization, and screw you. For those unaware, I feel like it's common knowledge by now, right? That, Tom Hanks' brother, Jonathan Hanks, which is probably not his name. Tom Hanks' brother, like, voices him in media that I guess Tom Hanks deems not as important. It's like, fair enough. Oh, that's water camera. I was trying to do like a funny face or something. For the thumbnail. As if I actually like was gonna use that, something I would take from this for the thumbnail, but yeah, it's like I think it's very common knowledge at this point that it's just, you know, his brother doing, you know, voices for him in other properties, so which has to suck, right? I mean, it's probably, it's cool in a way, but it kind of does have to suck where your career is just living in your brother's shadow. But if he's making that bank, good for him, you know? I do feel like there is an element of that would... Okay, I thought I was gonna bounce off of, that was my mistake. I thought I was going to bounce off of those, enemies. I did not. But yeah, there has to be an element of that that's, like, kind of sucks. Also, I'd like to point out that, the blue shell power... I think blue shell... I think everyone can agree. I think this is pretty, like, standard common agreeance that the blue shell power-up from New Super Mario Brothers, which we saw briefly, is probably the coolest. One of the coolest, if not the coolest power-ups in Mario. But you just die. Like, if you use it, you instantly die, pretty much. If you just start rolling around. Because you want to just... It makes you invincible to a point, and you want to just use that to your advantage, but sometimes you shouldn't, you know? So, what's wild is this game has, like, the badge system, almost, from Mario Wonder, before Mario... Like, many moons before Mario Wonder. But I refuse to use them to make my game easier. Maybe I will one day. Also, I don't know if I ever tried to sit on those and throw them. I remember encountering those enemies earlier in a previous life. 1,000 years ago when I streamed this game last. You know how long ago it's been? I think it's literally, it's been like a month or something, or maybe a little more. But in that time, I rewatched all of Avatar: The Last Airbender. And, the animated show. And, man, that show is really good still. Really holds up. Really, really strong show. Tight 3 seasons, and they're out. Like a perfectly paced show. I don't think they really need it anymore. I know there's the comics. I thought I could grab the chain, and I couldn't. There's the comics, which would be cool if they ever did like an animated thing later with that. Interesting. Yoink. I don't trust anything in this area. I'm gonna just die. Oh god. Anyway, there's the Avatar comics, which they could have, you know, had another season of maybe doing the comic. I don't really know because I have never read the comics. I started reading some of the, like, short stories comic, but I never read the, like, the novelization, not the novelization, the actual story comics. Oh god. Like, The Promise or something is one of them. Or The Answer, or something like that. I don't know. But I don't know how good they are. But I guess they could have done that if they wanted to have, like, another season. But I think, honestly, it was pretty good in terms of the pacing. Like, I didn't think they needed any more. It doesn't overstay its welcome. I should have spun jump. I also made the mistake of thinking that these things were jump onable when they were part of the background. Oh my god, I almost... These candles, I'm not expecting to... Okay. I'm not expecting to, like, bounce into them half the time. I just got owned, by the way, by the game. I'm just in a constant state of getting owned by the game. I'm in a constant state of saying the word owned in current year. Did anyone play Grawl online? What's funny is, like, I say that, I never even played the real version of Grawl online. I played on my iPod Touch, the app version of Grawl online. And I have very fond memories of that. Grawl Online, at least the app version, if you don't know, was a social game that was like Link to the Past. It was like stealing the Link to the Past art style. It was very legally distinct Link to the Past. And it was a social, I guess it was an MMO, but there was no, okay, there was technically combat. So it was a social game where you could like swing a sword. Oh god. You could swing a sword and kill like NPCs, and it would like tell you on your profile how many NPCs you killed, and it was just one type of NPC and they didn't do anything. And you could like get bombs, and it was a really weird to describe game because it was mainly just a social game. You would talk to people, which was pretty cool. And you could make like custom shields. It was, I think some of the cool part of the game, it felt so janky because like you could make custom outfits and stuff for your character, but you'd have to submit them through like their forum, and they would have to like get approved, and they would probably like manually add them to the game. Because like I talked to like moderators and admins and stuff like in the game. Oh, which was wild. Actually like talking to like a people who like work on the game. In the game, like when you're a baby child. And yeah, there was a lot of cool elements of that game because they were very unique to the game. So anyway, you would like chat in the game. There was no real gameplay, but the weird thing is, it's like you would have a house, and you could decorate the house, and so you would decorate the house, and I thought I died, but I'm okay. Oh my god. And you would put things like, there was optimal houses. So the way you made money in the game, like you could spend money, and it felt like there was like infinite secrets and just weird stuff in that game, which really made it like enjoyable because it felt like there was a ton of more content that there probably actually was. But you would customize your house, and there was a very optimal house setup where the way you made money in that game was they had a weird system where if you bombed the rupees, which literally looked exactly like these rupees, if you bombed them with bombs that you would get in the game, which were like a consumable item that you would get from killing baddies, like you would farm the bombs, and then you would bomb the bushes at your house, and the bushes would drop a rupee, and I guess if rupees stacked on each other, they would become the next tier of value. And this was an intended mechanic, and what would happen is they would become another tier of value, and there was like levels of value, like they would multiply. So there were levels of value that you basically would never find in the wild. You would have to farm for them, and they would multiply, 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 and then eventually you would go harvest them, and then some people would like automate it and stuff. It was really bizarre. Like you would farm, you just spend hours just blowing rupees up and farming, which tickled a thing in my brain that I think shiny hunting in Pokemon also tickled in my brain. Like I really got into shiny hunting. It's just kind of doing something repetitive. I guess it's just gambling if you think about it. It's like doing something repetitive and then sometimes number go up. Also, wait a minute, I'm fighting Death Mauser. Okay, sorry, I gotta stop talking about nostalgia. I should definitely do like a YouTube like video essay. I should do a YouTube video essay on like the Grawl Online retrospective or something. But then I wouldn't have any reference. I guess mine would be so specific because I wouldn't have any really reference for. There was a PC version of the game that was actually more of a game. It was actually more of a real game. But, it was a whole different thing. Yahoo. Yahoo. But I never really played it. I guess it's probably still around today. I don't even know if anyone knows what I'm talking about, by the way. Just like... It is a kind of a weird niche thing. I was definitely, I still kind of am like this, but, like, really not as much anymore. Back in the day, like, I would try to play pretty much every free-to-play game, which usually means, like, back in the day, it was, like, I would try to play, like, every MMO. Like, that would come out, and those were, like, free-to-play. Because, you know what, like, why not? Try them all out. Nowadays, there's, like, a billion... Okay, wait a minute. This is sick. There's, like, a billion options. But not so much back then. I say that like it was, like, a billion years ago. There was options, but... Yahoo! I was trying to find cool games and stuff, so... I don't even know where that tangent was going, to be honest. Anyway, I played Grawl, and that boss fight was really cool. Grawl Online. There was it was a magical time, like, when the iPod Touch had just come out, like, early App Store stuff. There was a lot of fun, weird stuff. Okay, the Barren Badlands. Is this level 20? I feel like I'm in a weird zone right now. Like, I don't feel like I am, I don't feel like I'm progressing in the way I should, but... Oh, God. Alright, watch this. Gamed on. Okay, I don't want to be the one who's gamed on. I want to be the game honor. Look at that little bad turtle. Poison mushroom. One second. Before I add any more riveting commentary, I want to see what this is all about right here. Is that Paratroopa Koopa, etc. Rupa? Is that gonna respawn? I'm gonna jump on this Death Bee, which I'm hoping I can jump on, so I can hit this Wonder Seed, Wonder Block. Is that like literally a Wonder Seed? What did I hit? That would be actually insane, considering when this game came out, which I guess they are still... So, I thought they stopped development on it, and I think they did, but I think they came back to work on it some more, which is cool, whoever the developers are. Because there was a patch. Someone told me in, someone told me from the, so bad. From the YouTube comments on this, video, that there was an update. And then I updated the game, so. And I was always thinking about coming back to this, but now I have, like, quite the reason. Okay, I don't know if I want to be down here, you know? This sucks. This is like a croc secret area. Wow, I got that. Anyone play croc? I don't even want this. This is not a good use of my time. I'm not gonna get that. I'm not gonna go for it. I thought it would be... I thought... Where'd my spring go? Did my spring get eaten by the fire? That was terrible. Everything about that segment was terrible. Look at this. Wait a minute. Check that out. This is gonna be a poison mushroom, isn't it? No, it was a regular one. Thank you. Okay. I didn't need that mushroom anyway. It's fine. I got the ad break in the game, which is a checkpoint. Oh my god. I kind of like the notifications about my ad break stuff now, but at the same time, it like blocks the entire chat for me. It's huge. Excuse me? Do I have to get some sort of secret suit? Imagine getting ads. What's up, Harms? Is true. With the 35-month sub. How's it going? Yeah, imagine getting ads. Couldn't be me. Alright, check this out. I bet you didn't know I could cheat in games. I bet you didn't know about the... Oh, I've... Okay. I thought I could. I literally flew too close to the sun. Next run. I horribly died. Let me... I guess I have to do something. Okay, gaming. You're witnessing a live gaming event? He doesn't even need to see the screen? Whoa. He doesn't even need to see the screen in order to jump? How does he know where to jump? How is he that cool? Is what you're all wondering. How did he not see the P block? Is also what you're probably wondering. That bee is not a friend of mine. That is a vengeful bee. Alright, what's up, Harms? How's it going? I'm gonna talk to you while I die. Son of a bee, indeed. I'm having a bee moment. I'm having a bee movie moment. Me grabbing that P-switch is a B-movie moment if I've ever seen one. I was trying to jump on it, but I grabbed it by accident. Can we talk about, like, there was a time where, like, everyone was, the B-movie was, like, a punchline. And, like, I think Shrek is still kind of like that a little bit. I mean, I feel like a lot less people meme on or care about Shrek. Also, Yoshi's Island P music, nice. But like B-movie specifically was just like people just reading the entire script of B-movie is as the joke. What's our cringe thing right now? Like everyone I feel like you look back and the trend, you're like, oh man, that was so cringe. Like we were doing the mannequin challenge, so cringe. What's our current cringe thing? I'm not even gonna hit that because that is a poison mushroom. There's no world. According to all known laws of aviation, Mario would not be able to fly, even in a raccoon suit. But what about a Tanuki suit? What if he was the... Are Tanukis real things? Because I know they're like a folklore, but I looked it up. I believe a Tanuki is a real animal. It's like a raccoon dog, which I genuinely didn't know until recently. I know they're folklore, but aren't they a real thing? Like an actual animal? And what's also weird is, like, I've been watching One Piece or whatever, and they always make comments about where's my camera? I guess my camera's just ajar tonight. It's fine. They make comments where they're like, "Oh, is Chopper like a raccoon or a dog or whatever?" I didn't realize it was like a Tanuki thing. It was their way of translating it. I was like, that seems weird. B-movie, but every time there's a... Oh god, I forgot about that. But every time there's a this happens. But B-movie, but every time it plays the entire Shrek movie. But every time they do ka-chow, and every time it does this. Yeah, you're right. That was a big moment. That was a big moment in time. The Every Time series. I guess AI stuff is kind of a meme right now. Like, people doing like AI version of song. It's like, oh, it's Zelda shopkeeper reads the entire... Yeah, no AI. Or, oh yeah, okay, that was actually kind of fun though, where people would do the voice mixing or whatever. But we are also in a slight time of... I ducked. We were in a slight time of AI meme videos, but I do think the best has yet to come. Oh yeah, the SpongeBob AI drill rap. I haven't seen those. I think the problem is they went hard, right? I don't know if I've really been following them too recently. Those went really hard, and then I kept seeing the same song and like with maybe different clips like 100 times in a row with like no new content in that space for a while. Oh, it just reminded me of a absolute banger, which was an AI, and it was the Krusty Crew or something. The Krusty Crew. Have you heard? It's like the Krusty Crew rap. Excuse me, is this a power-up or am I dying? Is this a this is I can't jump. This is a defect. How do I get rid of this? The Krusty Crew anthem. Give that a listen if you haven't. Okay, it went away. The Krusty Crew anthem goes extremely hard, and it is not AI, it's someone doing impressions, which is great. Whoa, Mario just, like, forward-facing Mario just looked at you and really said, "Here, let's go. Let's go to hell." Oh, God. That was entirely my fault, and I refused to learn from my actions, apparently. It was entirely my fault, and I refused to be, not be mad at the game. Oh, that was anticlimactic. I thought those were gonna, like, screw like they do in Mario 3. Yeah, they couldn't keep up with the first couple outputs, after which they had to fill. Well, that's the thing with the, yeah, I mean, I think they had really solid stuff, and then maybe they banked it all and then submitted it all at once, and then they just didn't have anything. For like a while. My mistakes do not faze me because I do not learn, that's true. I'm the most consistent player because I never learn from my mistakes, and I consistently do the wrong thing. But I'm a very consistent player. So, there's a game called Life by You that is coming out, I believe, relatively soon. It was... Okay, sorry, this is bothering me that I'm, like, so out of frame. It's, like, shockingly bad. It's because my camera, like... The camera is not properly on the... It's floating. It's, like, free floating on my, monitor, so it's just all over the place. There's a game called like Life by You, and it's coming out. I saw it at one of those game award or E3-ish thing, whatever they did. Some game announcement show a long time ago. I wishlisted it. It is a Sims-like game. It is like The Sims, using generative AI, like large language model stuff. And I'm sure it's going to be a dumpster fire, because honestly, it kind of looks horrible. Like, visually, it looks horrible. But I feel like that is, like, the content farm. So get your eyes peeled. The problem is, I feel like I have, like, the vision on that. I feel like no one's thinking about that right now. No one's got the sights on it. But when it comes out, that's going to be the flavor of the week game. Everyone's going to be playing that for, like, a week. So keep your eyes and ears and face peeled for Life by You or whatever it's called. Because funny, it's like, it's gonna, yeah, Life by Yo Mama. It's gonna be like Tomodachi Life style The Sims, you know what I mean? I love, just the randomness, oh my god. The stupid stuff that'll come out of that game is probably gonna be very funny. Life by Yo Mama. Well, I don't like the fact that they're giving... Why is the game giving me so many power-ups? That's not a good sign. It's just this guy? It's just Bam Bam or whatever his name is? Butt? That's... Alright, that's my joke of the day. His name is Butt. What if his name was Butt? Ha ha ha. Was that really it? No, there's gotta be like a second phase, right? Oh, okay. No. Angry Child Predator... Or Angry Child Preparation Chamber. I guess it's the same thing. I guess he would be the predator in that, in the chamber, so yeah. Or are you saying he is the child in the chamber? Angry Child Preparation. Okay, Harms, to be real, I had to read that a third time to see if I slipped up even harder on that. Okay, wait a minute. We've entered Yoshi's Island. We've entered Yoshi's Island, Mario World 2. This is sick. Yoshi's Island, banger of an art style. The child stomping around was the danger. I am the danger, which you gotten buffs to prepare for. It was weird that they gave me more buffs to fight that boss than death. Oh man, Yoshi's Island. You know what's like a crime? The fact that Yoshi's Island... And also, so Yoshi's Island and Wind Waker both suffered from this, of having some of the best art styles and just great art direction and just being great games and suffering from people being like, it looks like a baby's game. Like, ew, I want games, like, I want a more grown-up game. It's just, like, one of the best looking games. And probably the most intensive... I don't know if this is correct, but I believe one of the most intensive... I think it is the most intensive Super Nintendo game. Just based on, using, like, the effects chip and stuff like that. It's like... Or at least it's one of the hardest to emulate games from my video that I watched. From a YouTube short that I watched. A Goomba walks out his door and gets hit with the shell. You think that's me? You think I lose lives? I am the fireball. I am the one who throws the shell. Thank you, Walter White. Thank you, Mario Walter. Oh, God. So, this is very true to Yoshi's Island, and I gotta be real. The Yoshi's Island, like, dungeon design, kinda not my cup of tea. The song is obviously a banger. The maze-like dungeons of some of the dungeons, not a huge fan. I will say that. Then it's weird, like, and then every other subsequent Yoshi game, I feel like you'd probably just jump in there. Every subsequent Yoshi game has been, like, middling reviews. Middling, well, it's either been, like, straight up people don't like it, or it's been like, it's alright, but it's no Yoshi's Island, or, you know. I don't think I can jump on those guys. They have a tiny spike on their head. We love a good impractical hell. That's a clean burning hell, I tell you what. Shoutouts to King of the Hill Halloween episode. Not the one where the man gets turned into a can of food or whatever that happens in that one episode. So that's confirmed they're doing a reboot. Like, not a reboot, like a continuation. I guess it is a reboot, but like they're continuing it. Which that's exciting. I hope it doesn't suck like that. I hope it doesn't suck. I feel like there's a lot they could do with it. Like, they're gonna do a time skip. They're gonna do an anime time skip, obviously. If I have anything to say about it, you'll never become the Hokage. I'll tell you what. Believe me, Bobby. Bobby, you'll never be the Hokage. Oh, God. Whoa. But, Dad, I want to be the Hokage. We're not gonna start the impressions hour. Although, unless... The Matt Fun Dude Impressions Hour. Do you know how other, like, channels get, like, greatest hit compilations? It'll just be, like, the Matt Fun Dude worst things compilations. And it's just, like... I mean, I guess it is just called the Full Streams channel. I've been really proud. I've been more proud than I've ever been proud of any of my content. In my recent Have You Ever Played podcast thumbnails. I decided to get real goofy with the thumbnails recently. Okay, why does that not work? That's not cool. Why? Worst thing said by Matt in a worst thing said by Matt in a Chills voice compilation. Number 1, anything about Chills. Number 15. Oh, so I haven't been streaming. Well, this is gonna be like a little bit of both things, but like I hadn't streamed in a while because I got COVID and I was like, oh, I don't want to be streaming. But that's been a hot minute now. But the one good thing about COVID was I could do a perfect Chills impression because my nose was stuffed like a cheese pizza full of cheese stuffed crust from DiGiorno. Number 15, DiGiorno pizza. Number 2, if you have games on your phone, no. Oh, I can't even get the mushroom. I'm a fool. I actually liked. So frozen pizza is a meme, and I used to not like regular pizza. Like I used to not really like pizza at all. But I actually would eat frozen pizza, and kind of like that. And what's fun, like not often, but like when I had it, I was like, oh, this is pretty good. I bet if I had frozen pizza now, I probably wouldn't like it though, which is funny. Although, and I think we can agree, maybe, that the frozen pizza that has like the stuffed crust with the cheese in it kind of is, well, I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's legal because of the sheer... What? At what point did I change my... By the way, I probably did this really, really, like, a long time ago. But I changed the stream overlay, so it was just horribly broken. Probably when I did the... Oh, I know exactly when. When I did the funny close-ups. That was, like, 30 minutes ago. Yeah, like, 30 minutes ago, I, like, screwed up the stream. That's okay. It wasn't... I mean, it was very, like... At least the gameplay, like, wasn't, like, horribly covered up. It was just, like, you couldn't really see. Or, I mean, it was just really bad looking. Okay. How am I supposed to do eggs? I thought you were doing an illegal chat window. You thought I was just having, like, a bad... You come to the Matt Fondue stream, he's like, oh yeah, he's doing that classic having a bad stream layout bit. It's so funny. At least it's better than, like, Dungeon of Doom. I'm not vibing with this dungeon. I'm not gonna lie. There was a funny moment where it's... So, here's the deal. Right? At least it's better than... I've had a thing happen where I think for, like, almost like an hour, I was just muted and streaming, and it took, like, someone eventually came in and was like, I think you're muted. Just like an hour of, like, gameplay. Wow, that was... Could have been better. It could have... I wonder if you can break those egg blocks with, I wonder if you can break those egg blocks with Mario's Tanuki tail. So I'm gonna try to use Zero. From Zero. From Mega Man. These characters seem like Zero seems a little bit stronger than Mario. A little bit, just a tiny bit. Yeah, these alternate characters are just a little bit better. But if I really want to get like wild with it, I could play as classic Mario, which is hilarious, and have like no physics. Number 15. I don't even think I'd do a good Chills impression unless I'm, like, congested. I think that is the secret to a Chills impression. It's just being Chills. Having no chill. Oh, you can air dash, too. Okay. The dashing in this is bizarre. It's... You do down. You have to press down and do it. Like, down and jump. So even in the air. Like, I would normally rebind that. But I actually play the Mega Man games. I rebind that to something else. So we were kind of over here already. Yahoo! Waha! Wait, can I kill Booze too? That would be truly insane. Yahoo! 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 Oh no! Can I duck? I bet I can slide. All right. Oh, okay. Wait, actually, I just realized the slide is the dash. That makes sense now because you're doing Mega Man moves. I'm not having the best time in this in this maze. So we died here last. Wait, there's a spring. What does the spring do? I don't think I want to be Zero anymore. I think I'll just be Mario. Let's go. Let's go. Be Mario. Let's be old Mario. Let's be Sadio. Shop. So yeah, look, you can buy things. I guess if you wanted to just play as Mario, here's the assist items, like which are like badges from Wonder, pre-Wonder in a way, which is pretty wild. But I don't need those. I'm going to the exit. Bye, Todd. Goodbye. I don't like puzzle dungeons. I think if you watch this stream enough, you'll know that I'm like bad at having patience for puzzles. I can solve them on occasion. I've been known to solve a puzzle or two, usually the wrong way. Specifically on stream too. Like, it's a different vibe. I don't have all the time. Like when you're streaming, you don't want to just be sitting here thinking. You know what I mean? It's not very entertaining to just sit here and think. That's why I don't do it. When I stream, I don't think. But yeah, okay. You don't want to just, like, unless the point is that you're trying to solve a puzzle on stream or something. But I think for people watching, especially if it's, like, not that hard of a puzzle, for people watching, if you're just stuck on something for, like, an hour, you're just gonna click off. I think people think they want to see someone do that for certain games. Okay, that was a little silly. I think people think they want to see someone struggle in a game. I think maybe there's probably like a point there's that to a point. I think it depends on the challenge though, because if it's like a Kaizo Mario thing, I think people will watch that. I guess also to a point, like you'll watch that. I think like usually the supercut for those kind of videos is more entertaining than watching it live. Although there is an element of like, oh, it's cool to watch the person clear the level finally live. Kind of a speed run thing. Wait a minute. Were there eggs that am I a fool? I think I'm a fool. I think everyone in chat just realized that I'm a fool. I had a real Bakamate moment. Oh god. In case you didn't know, I just spin jumped on those platforms. Ah, okay, I need to be big though. Okay, I think I found the root of progression. I just need to be big, TM. We just gotta get huge. Easier said than done. Alright, so we gotta just not be bad, which is impossible. No, challenge. Fat Fun Dude stream challenge. Impossible. Oh, so this game doesn't use the Mario 3 thing. I'm just gonna buy a feather. Goodbye. Okay, I'm gonna buy this, so maybe I have some extra hit points. Get my way through here, and I gotta stay big, stay massive, stay huge. Yeah, we'll take this. That's fine. We gotta stay huge to spin jump on the eggs, and once I do that, the world is our oyster. What does that mean? What does anyone know what like the origin of that is? What makes the world your, like, why would the world being your oyster be a good thing? Also, I thought these guys would stun me. Okay. When they stomped. And I think they do in other games. But, I don't think they do in this, which is fine. It's kind of an annoying mechanic anyway. Masterfully dodging the balls. Masterfully dodging baddie. Masterfully dodging again. What have you guys been up to gaming-wise? Have you been playing anything cool? I'm in like a little bit of a rut. It feels like, even though it is a manufactured rut, like clearly a self-fulfilled rut, or a self-induced rut in a little bit with some of these games. Now, there's plenty of stuff to play, and like I have stuff, and I have like a list of, like I have more fun organizing my list of games than playing them basically now. So I do have a list of different things. I want to play Nier Automata. Okay, wait, no, I thought I knew, but I didn't know. I'm not going up there. I have Nier queued up, ready to give that a shot. Wait a minute, this is the other side of the room. Wait a minute, I just realized that this was this room that I had already come from. This is the other side. Oh, I thought I was gonna be clever and be able to do that. How do I get through that? Is there like an egg mechanic that I am sorely missing? Well, now I can't even whip them. Wait a minute, shell. Can I shell the egg? Okay, well that just sucked. The boos in this game have like momentum mechanics. I guess I'll see if I can shell the egg. Never mind. I won't. I guess I'll never see. Anyone have any ideas? This is kind of annoying. Maybe we should warp. I never really was into that either, you know, just going around to the different, like, warp zone here. I feel like the problem with the warp zone is there's like 1,000 areas to go to. You know what I mean? And I feel like that ruins the integrity of the game. A little bit integrity ruining. There's so many areas. There's like an insane amount of areas in this game. I don't know how long this thing is. The fact that we haven't even gotten like a single key of these keys is insane. Don't worry, fans of Mario. We'll figure out this puzzle one day. Maybe if maybe if can I like figure this out? Oh my god. I was just trying to see if I could break the shell. I guess this would be a good spot to try that. I'm assuming there's some sort of switch that changes them. I feel like also this could be a case of this was a mechanic that I learned many moons ago, and I don't remember the mechanic. There's like a non-zero chance that that's what's happening right now. Yahoo. Okay, save. I want to save the shell. Against all odds. Okay, that does work. Oh god. Alright, so we know that that's a thing. That's just a shortcut though here. So we do have an idea now to keep our eyes out for keep your eyes out for shells that we can use for that. Oh, wait a minute. So there is that room that we could do stuff in, but what's weird is you need shells for that. Now I feel like I'm going backwards too. I think this is going backwards. Wait a minute, maybe if I break these? No, I think those just had coins in them from underneath. So, if I could get a shell, there's some new areas that I can get into if I only had a shell. If I had a shell, I could get into that upper zone. Wait, if I could be a shell, I could get through there too. If I had Blue Shell Mario, I might try to get Blue Shell Mario and go through that. These boos are very, very mean. I can't take a shell through a door, though. I feel like I'm just gonna die, and that's gonna be okay. Wait, wait a minute. This room, I believe, has a shell if I'm cool enough. I think it's just in a hard spot. Yes, there is. Okay, that's what they want me to do. That's really mean. Alright, so I gotta transport that shell over there without dying to the boos that are annoying. Alternatively, I could try to do this, which would be neato. I wanted to buy it in a way where I would, like, store it. I guess I'll buy two. It's kind of a bad use of money. Because I'm instantly gonna lose this first one. We all know that. Like, within the second. But this might let me cheese the level a little bit, which would be ideal. Okay. Well, we all knew it was happening, so that's fine. That's why I have the other one saved. So there's two zones that I want to try to get into. The one with the extra room. I wonder if there's like a secret. I feel like one of those is either the actual exit, or I could get some sort of secret to a warp zone or something. Which would be also pretty cool. Oh yeah, that was the shortcut, which I don't want to take, because I don't want to risk losing my power-up. The ad break is over. Boom, boom, boom. Couldn't be me, just being confused at which direction I was already facing. Okay, we're gonna pass those sumo boys momentarily again. Okay, we can spin jump on them. Ow. I think I discovered that earlier too, but I think maybe I just missed them horribly. I think I'm taking a... I feel like there's probably an easier route I could also take. This game is also, like, weirdly mean, and I feel like it must have been designed by a lot of different people. So, I mean, this makes sense because normally you'd have a team of people, whatever. But I think that this game specifically is designed, like, by several people. It almost feels like each level is designed by, like, a different person. So, like, the difficulty feels, like, all over the place. Which is part of the charm. Alright, that's a shortcut. I'm curious what that other room is. Because that feels like you need this, specifically, to get in there. That feels more secret. That feels like a more secret room. Which I would rather be in. Oh, I lost my power up. That was, like, the one thing making me survive this awful zone. Was that power up. I'm willing to bet, though, there is a secret with that. Come on. I really thought that was just gonna be a poison mushroom. That was like angling to be a poison mushroom. Yoink. Look at this. I immediately take back everything I said nice about Yoshi's Island and the aesthetic. It's just making a level that is just evil. The aesthetic has allowed this level to exist. This fraudulently evil level that I'm going to die in. Oh, thank goodness there's another checkpoint with a boss. It's another, this guy. Boom Boom? His name Boom Boom? I forget his name. Bum 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 bum. Not being able to collect the scepter. It's kind of sad. What Mario game do you think had the best, like, ending screen? I think grabbing the scepter in Mario 3 is pretty awesome. I think the Mario World, like, the ending, like, going through the goal and then the peace sign is great. And it's also insane and really bothersome that they removed that and animation, like the sound in Mario Maker. I will be right back. Off-camera hydration. Alright. Bum-ba-dum-bum. Mario. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Is cool. Oh my god, it just keeps getting... Warner Brothers. There's the Warner Brothers level. Maybe that's World Boss. I feel like Savage... I feel like we're actually at the end of this world. Oh my god, the clouds are angry. This is it. The final stretch for Bowser's Stronghold. No doubt, Koopa King has positioned the last of his remaining forces in an attempt to stop you. Oh god. Don't let your guard down, and good luck. I can't wait to upload my VOD and just realize like half of the stream is just so bad. In terms of having the capture being all goofed up. It's okay. I don't trust. They shoot 2 fireballs too, just to mess with you. Okay, these guys are like synced. Gaming. Is this the Mario? Like, is this like the Brawl, like sand version of the Mario stage or Melee version? Or wait. Sorry, my video game music recall, or is this Mario 64 or something? My music recall tonight is not it. One second, I'm game. Okay, I trusted the game, and the game actually was nice. I'm feeling it again. I'm feeling it. Whew. Sometimes you get into like a flow state. I wonder what that is. I wonder if it is just kind of like a series of unrelated, like, luck in terms of skillful. I should stop saying in terms of, for skillful moments. But sometimes it does feel like in games, you get into like this state where you're just in the zone for a second and you can't be stopped, which feels extra cool in like a competitive game. And there's moments like that, and like in shooters and stuff, where it really feels like you're popping off, and like you cannot be stopped. It's really bizarre. I wonder if it is just kind of unrelated moments of you're noticing it more because like multiple good things happen in a row, and that's why you're noticing, or if it is like you're gaining confidence and you're doing like riskier moves with more confidence that are paying off. Like maybe you inhibit your own, like you could be better at games in certain areas, but you're like playing less risky. There's probably like elements of that. It's probably, I feel like a lot of that stuff is just mindset. Wow. Speaking of mindset, I'm not having a good one now that I lost my fire flower at the final stretch, no less. But I beat it. It is bizarre though that level felt substantially easier than some other levels on the way to the final stretch. Can I defeat the 2 enemies without dying? Oh, it's more than 2. It's way more than 2. It's several. You're doing pretty fire there in the fire zone, says Harms. Are these Wario Land? Wait, are these like were those Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze enemies? I saw penguins. My guy is throwing so many socks at me right now, which I guess was a thing that people thought those were. Like, I don't know if it was like, it's one of those misseen childhood things instead of the boomerangs. Does anyone... Okay, well, I'm just gonna... I don't want to... Can I buy 1-ups? Because I don't want to just die. I feel like I'm just gonna die now, and like, I don't remember what dying means in this game. I don't remember if it's like really bad. I have to like restart a bunch of levels. I'll save. I'll do a manual save, too. Boom. Does anyone have any like things from their childhood like that where you just saw something and you didn't realize that you were misseeing it until way later? I don't think I have any of that nowadays. I think that was like mainly a childhood thing. I used to think the Disney logo D, I used to think it was like a G or like a backwards G or something, which makes no sense. But I just like thought it was like a symbol. I didn't realize it was like a fancy D. And I still like, I mean, now I think I see it, but like I still have a weird thing about that and how I notice it or how I perceive that logo. Another one was in Minish Cap, and this is gonna be so specific, like without visual aids, so I don't know how I'm gonna like describe it. But the Zelda sprite in that game, and I don't know if I can even like see it anymore if I tried. But in that game, I used to like see the Zelda sprite, and instead of seeing her like face, I for some reason thought she had like an open like slack jaw, basically like this open like weird jaw thing going on. and I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how I saw it that way. Just like misinterpreting sprites. But I guess maybe also part of it was like when games were less detailed and they were sprites, you would just interpret. You'd have to interpret more than it wasn't as spelled out for you. Back in my day when games were better, you know, because all modern games are yucky. Which is funny, but I do think there is some. I talked about this on the recent podcast episode, the Have You Ever Played podcast. Check it out on wherever you can get podcasts and on YouTube. I did talk about this though, of just like talking about Apex Legends and talking about how like I don't know, we're talking about just competitive rank systems, being like, oh yeah, this like there's rank decay on your MMR to keep you hooked on the game. Like you gotta get that, you gotta keep playing, and the battle passes and all that. And I'm like, maybe there. I mean, it does feel such like boomery to be like, oh man, like it was, you know, games were games. You didn't have to do whatever. But there is some elements of that. But I think it's only really in the AAA sphere of games that they're like monetizing them in a gross way. I think indie games of today, I think the fact that we can have such crazy good indie games, like there still is like the games that we liked, the games that I liked as a child live on through indie games and spiritual successors, and people who are nostalgic. I thought I was so cool. I thought it was so cool for dodging that. And then I horribly died right in front of Warner Brothers Studio. What was, excuse me. What just made that like comedy eating sound? I guess it's the piranha plant that I've just never heard them do that. And they do it like every other time. Just comedic, like, okay. That sucks. That platformer over there actually is super rough. Why do I only hear it now? Did someone like turn on the piranha plant button? I wonder, so I guess developers do this in like a really like lame way. You know how sometimes it feels like if you're streaming, I guess this is if you stream, but like, or I guess if you watch streams, like sometimes people are like, it feels like the developer is like watching you play the game and like toggling switches in your game. I think sometimes for like RNG, some people will say that, or like in certain games like luck. I think that is actually true in a really lame way in the case of maybe some gambling things. They like change your RNG to get people to want to gamble more, or like, you know, there's some shenanigans I think going on there. But has there ever been a game where we can like confirm the developers watching and like actively changing RNG in real time? Because that would be pretty funny. I think the problem is it would only be used for like really scummy purposes and not like a funny haha. I guess it would be like crowd control, like the Twitch crowd control streams, but with devs doing it. I think the only time that would be used though, like in actual practical thing, would be to like, again, a developer watching a stream and like manipulating RNG on a person. I guess Valve kind of did it with their Dota ban, where they but I guess it wasn't really like, I don't know how to just, so the Dota ban where they gave like presents to everyone, then gave a lump of coal to people who were cheating and just like banned them, which that did happen live. Okay, Piranha, wait, is okay. Maybe, I don't want to just, I was like, maybe I'll just die then. Bombs are supposed to be spawning, right? Am I crazy? I think I goofed up the bomb spawn. I'm gonna die. This game, I think I've had a couple things now where, because I didn't do it right, I just, you know, cannot continue. Not ideal. Maybe there was no bomb to begin with. I guess not. I tried pulling on the... I can't do that either. What am I doing wrong? Do I need to, like, switch characters? That would be weird. I thought this would do it. Can I switch characters? I was like, no, can I switch characters, like, mid-game? I guess I can exit the stage. Is one of these pipes go downable? Am I a fool? I guess I'm a fool for that. What character is bombs? Link? Do I have to play as Link? That doesn't make sense, right? Which Link, too? There's like 10 Links. Sword. Does anyone... I mean, Samus does bombs. In a way. Let's play Sam the Ass, I guess. It feels like you can 100% play this game as Mario. Oh, I'm like Super Metroid Samus, too. We're not messing around. I swear that said something about you could do Morph Ball stuff. Maybe you can, I just am being bad. Perhaps. This is a problem. Like, a genuine problem. Oh, here we go. I somehow became Morph Ball. Oh god, I don't know how to get out of Morph Ball. How did they be... I don't know. How did that even happen? I can't even jump on things. That's weird. I guess that makes sense. It's for Samus. Did I like go through this part backwards somehow? I feel like I went through this part backwards somehow and then got like a weird checkpoint. And I was supposed to go through the checkpoint here. And I somehow just like broke the game. Huh. Anyone have any ideas? Because I'm gonna go back to Mario. I'm gonna go back to classic mar.io. Maybe this is progression. Because I'm like facing this way. Let me exit the stage again and re-enter. If I'm facing that way, maybe this is bugged. I am facing this way, but like maybe that always faces this way when you spawn. Something seems wrong. I think the game is goofing up. I can't pick these up. Huh. I can pick this up. I can't put it on my head like Mario Maker. That doesn't do anything. I don't think they would put like a secret. Very cool. Okay. This really doesn't feel like a me problem. I'm gonna look this up and see if anyone else has had this issue. Molten Underpass Mario Fusion. Okay. They will also need to pick up bombs. Yeah, you need to pick up bombs, but there's like no bombs. Mario Fusion stuck. There's someone like doing a level, like a walkthrough, part 202 of their walkthrough series. Jeez. All right, let's click on this Legends video, and they're playing as Arthur from Goblin Ghoul. Make it cool. I'm looking at the video right now just to see. It really feels like something is wrong. right? They followed the arrow. I guess they didn't even go that path. They went like a different path, or maybe they did. Followed the arrow. Yep. They're doing their own thing. All right, they got to this point. All right, how did they? There has to be a bomb, right? How do they have 81 lives too? That's insane. The video's buffering. Okay, they killed this thing. They killed the piranha plant. They kill. Do they have to like kill everything? Maybe them bombs. Do they spawn bombs? Excuse me? Wait a minute. Okay, wait a second. Are you ready to see this? I don't think you're prepared for this. I didn't see it. The grass. There's grass right here. How did I not see that? I mean, it is black, like, and blends in. That seems weird. I was like ready to be scandalized because I was watching it in the video and I couldn't see it at all. I thought he just pulled it from the like non-existent ground. No, that grass is pretty clear. I mean, I wish it was red or something and not blending in. So I do still think that's a little bit lame. But anti-props to myself. It was not nearly as hard to see as I thought it was for some reason. And I tried like doing stuff. I don't know why I had trouble with that. I'm sorry I blamed you, game, for... I mean, I will still blame the game for having confusing looking grass. But I'm sorry that I blamed you for maybe being broken. You are still currently functional, to the best of my knowledge. Nothing too crazily broken. There we go. Look at that. A little free pepperoni power-up. That's what you like to see. That's what you like to see. Just instantly dying. Why does the lava in Mario look kind of tasty? It looks like a delicious pasta sauce. Very Mario. But it does kind of look like delicious boiling cheese or something. Yum. Oh, give me that. No, don't take it away from me. Yes. I think, I mean, I'm partial to, like, the flying and hovering power-ups in Mario. But I do think, as a kid, like, they're the best because it just lets you be bad. You know, the flying, being able to hover and stuff makes you be able to play bad. Which is fine, I think. But it is, I think, why everyone likes them. Especially as you're younger. Because you can just... Oh my god. Speaking of being bad. You can get away with a lot more stuff. I'm really trying to not run out of lives here. I should have got a fire flower from that. Man, instant death. I don't think games need live systems pretty much anymore. I was thinking about this because I was playing the AVGN game, like the collection of the two Angry Video Game nerd games, and they have like settings for like, oh my god, I'm a full part 2. They have settings for like, how do you want your experience to be? Do you want to play with this mode? It's like limited lives and like limited continues, and it's like, I get it. There's somewhat of a challenge to like, oh, like you have to replay the whole game, but I do think that kind of doesn't really respect your time. Like, I think you should have an infinite amount of attempts at the challenge. I can see how like people could say though, like having lives does, you know, maybe not like, I think resetting like full areas, basically like with continues and stuff is kind of lame. But I see how lives... Wait a minute. I'm an idiot again. I was like, oh, this is going to move. I'm like, okay. I didn't think it was going to go down. Even though the game has told me. I didn't, honestly, even though the game has told me that, I didn't think it was going to go down. And then I also really didn't think it was going to come back up. This level's giving me Rayman-y vibes with some of the platforming. I think I was thinking about Rayman when I was talking about games with, like, dumb lives and continues. Thank God that game has a cheat code where you can have infinite continues. I really don't think I would have, like, I don't know if I would have beaten Rayman PS1, like, the first time. Like, I don't think I would have cared enough to beat that game if it didn't have the cheat code that let you just have infinite continues. That game is, like, annoying enough, especially when they're, like, your first time playing it. Nowadays, I can play through it and be mostly fine. I don't even think I streamed it vaguely recently. I've done that. I've streamed that game like 3 separate times, not on this, but I don't think I have too much issues with that game anymore. I jumped. That was silly. If I like have to redo like a bunch of stuff. This child just told me the game is over. If I have to... Oh, it's from load. Oh no. Okay, well that's not bad. But it's pointless, right? Like, I guess I have to redo the checkpoint. But it is, like, pointless. I should go farm for lives or something. It's just, like, a minor inconvenience. Like, oh, now I gotta replay this part of the level that I've already played. Luckily, this is short enough that it's not that bad, but, like, certain things, you know. Certain things. I can't get behind anymore. Yeah, I don't know. Here's an extra life. I don't really... I mean, I understood, like... There is an element of challengingness to it. I think challenge maybe should come from, like... If you're going for no deaths, or, like... You should do a thing where... I don't think it should be... I think... It should be something where you can opt into the challenge of it. Like, Little Big Planet does this. I was trying to think of a game that does a system like this. Oh my god. Little Big Planet does this, where you can play it casually, and there is a good amount of challenge there. I think, although I will say, I think Little Big Planet 1 does suffer a little bit from that too, of, yeah, if you run out of lives on a respawn, you need to restart, like, the whole level, basically. Kind of annoying. But I think one of the elements of the challenge that they do good is, there is a reward for not dying in the level. So if you want to challenge yourself, you could go for the no deaths, and like there's like a self challenge there, and then you get a reward for it. It's not like, but it's not gonna like punish you for dying. I mean, it does, but like it's not gonna punish you as much. So I think a game that does like some sort of reward for playing good, but not really punishing you for trying over and over again. I think that's why I like the Souls games for the most part, because you can just go fight the boss again right away. I think it's really obnoxious when you're playing a game and all you want to do is fight the boss, and then they make you do some boring thing to get to the boss every time. I did have a little bit of an annoyance with the Sans boss fight from... I guess that was a spoiler, but sorry. For Undertale, I feel like that's kind of, I'm usually very spoiler sensitive, but I feel like that, isn't that big of a spoiler. Anyway, in that fight is really, really, like, it's cool, and I do think part of it, that fight is like a challenge, like, you're not, like, a normal player is never gonna, like, have to do that. It is specifically a super fight, like, challenge. It is like specifically its own thing. It is like a super boss in a game. But at the same time, it's a trial and error thing where, like, you go through the game and you go through the game. Let me get this. Or you go through the boss fight, right? And I did beat Sans Underman, by the way. It just was, it was very frustrating. So you go through the boss fight, and you like master the first part of the boss fight. That boss fight is basically just a Kaizo level. You master the first part of the boss fight, and then, oh god, and then you'll die, like, at some point, and then you repeat that over and over again. But then it gets to the point where I got to the point where I would get to, like, the final phase of the fight, and then I would die on the final phase multiple times in a row. And it's like, okay, there's one thing that I need to practice. There's literally one thing that I need to practice, but I'm dying. So I'm doing the boring, boring at this point because I've done it so many times, part of the fight over and over and over again. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm doing this part of the fight over and over and over again. And it's not really a challenge anymore, it's just a time, it's like a waste of time. Like, it takes up too much time. But I was able to remedy this, and I had the same issue with Jad, the Jad fight in Old School RuneScape. Where it's like a massive time waste, and then a chance at fighting, a chance at learning the boss. Wow, that sucked. That I lost that power up. Then you have a chance at, like, doing the hard part. But anyway, the reason, and the funny thing is, I was able to do this with Jad, and I was also able to do this with Undertale. There's some people who are very lovely and made, like, fan training programs where you can just run the boss fight of Sans or, like, the Jad fight and just simulate it. And the Sans one, specifically, you can pick any phase with any set of health or items or anything that you want in it, which is pretty awesome. What the I don't know what just happened in that engagement. That was not cool. So I did train a little bit on the stuff that I was struggling with. And that actually seemed to put me over the edge. And I did beat it, and I was like, wow, that... I don't know how I feel about that, because it was kind of cool. It was a cool experience to beat it and to say, like, oh my god, I beat one of, like I beat Sans, and it was like a hard video game challenge. I do think it was a cool challenge, but it was pretty rough. I wonder if I would still have the muscle memory to be able to do that fight. If I was to do it right now. Maybe, but I don't know if I would want to. The thought of going back and doing that fight again, especially after not playing for a while, is just really not appealing to me. I'm just thinking about doing it. I'm like, if I just booted this up right now, I'm like, I don't think that would be fun. The Sans fight. Yeah, I don't know. That was... It was cool. Definitely a unique experience, to say the least. I think I have some of that experience with, like, Kingdom Hearts on critical mode, too. Like, doing some of the super harder challenges. I don't want this. I want my flower back. Give me flower. I need to have the ability to be bad at platforming. Thank you, game. There's elements. I think a good challenge for me, and again, Souls is like a perfect example. If I die to a boss like maybe like 6 times, that's like a good challenge, I think. 6 or 7 times. I think Sans, it took me like 60 plus times or something, like stupid. I think even like 20 is like, oh, that's a big challenge. It also depends on the speed, the frequency. And the Sans fights were long. I think my problem was, if I did it in like half of the time, I would have felt better. Or Hell Prominence. What a name for a level in a Mario game. Hell Prominence. Yahoo. Get hell... Wait a minute. Mario? No, I was waiting for that to happen. I timed the jump, but I didn't do it right. Mario, but epic? Mario-chan is epic? What if Mario went to the Epic Store and said, lol woot? Oh no. Oh no, that's so sad. He said, lol what? What if Mario died? That's every day. In the Mushroom Kingdom. TM. Kingdom mushroom. Whoa, I launched. I wonder what I'm gonna do after this stream. I'll probably play a little game. I don't know what. I might play TF2 because I downloaded it again. I got an itch to play that. Maybe before the Overwatch. season comes out. It is funny that I did talk about this too on the podcast of just like how I don't particularly care to play Overwatch unless I'm unlocking something like skins, which is interesting. I feel, or like at least I like the progression. I like when I play a match and I feel like I'm working towards something. Cosmetics or whatever. I think cosmetics for me are a pretty big motivator in games, especially like MMOs and stuff. And I think like I've talked about in the past, like with Warframe, it's like if the cosmetics don't appeal for me, then there's almost like no reason for me to want to keep up with the gameplay in that setting. I think some of my favorite games have interesting, rare cosmetics, like in MMOs, or like actually that's a gameplay mechanic that I like, where there's like a rare chance at getting things, even in like a single player setting. Like I really enjoyed in Aria of Sorrow getting the souls from the different enemy drops, and there's like some super rare ones as well you can get. I would like to grind for some of that stuff. Shinies and Pokemon. So grinding for certain things like that I think is fun. Or like trying to get the rare item. I find that fun in games. Like there's like a 1% chance drop of getting the super rare item in a single player game. Not when it is monetized. That is awful. But oh my god, that was a slippery thing. When it's a game like, when there's a game where you can like grind for an item that's like a 1 in like 1,000 drop chance, and it's like a super powerful item, I think it's kind of fun. It's giving me it gave me a, okay, that was a little silly. Just talking about that gave me the slight itch to be like, oh man, old school RuneScape. Which is funny, because like, there's a lot about that game that I don't enjoy, and I think a lot of the stuff, there's a lot of, I enjoy a lot more of the grindy stuff in that game, which is pretty funny. Which is funny, also I guess funny to say about RuneScape being like, I like the grinding part of RuneScape, it's like all grinding. But I don't really like questing, and you need to do questing and all that, and it's kind of gated me from optimal grinding. But I love just hitting things in Slayer, and then seeing that like 1 mil, well 1 mil's not that much anymore, like getting like the Berserker ring drop or something. Just hitting a nice, fat drop, you know, it's fun. Just number go up. Okay. These are oh god, these are slippery. Okay, this one doesn't fire twice. Okay, that one does. Okay, that one fires 17 times. Good to know. Come on, we can get through hell prominence. I believe in you, Mario. Do you believe in me? Does Mario believe in me? Oh god. I believe in Mario, but does Mario believe in me? Is a great question. Oh man. So I'm like playing this segment like as if the physics were, it's weird. I'm playing it as if they were bad, and I think the physics are actually good on this. They're behaving like I feel like I would have thought they would behave. Oh god. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I was playing as if they were bad physics, but the physics were mostly fine. So by adjusting for it to be bad, it actually screwed me up a bit. If you know what I mean. I took a huge risk there, just seeing if that would work. It was not worth it. Just like that fireball. It is crazy that this game took like every element of most classic Mario and some new Mario stuff and just made like a banger. Just combined them all in such a cool way. Well, that sucked. Maybe they didn't need to bring back those guys. Maybe those could have stayed in the Disney vault, the Nintendo vault. Maybe those didn't need to make a return. Wow, this... Okay. I don't like how I have 1 life left, and I'm gonna have to redo this entire thing. Wait a minute. I was gonna look up cheats, but I mean, I was gonna look up, not cheats, I was gonna look up a way to, do it. Like, to get my, I was gonna look up a way to have more lives or whatever. All characters stomp. Oh, that's cool. You can turn that on. That's actually kind of nice. Debug mode on. I don't want to have that on. I swear there was a way to, like, put on cheat codes in this game that let you just have things. I specifically just wanted to have extra lives, because I can go grind for them somewhere. I bet there's a spot where I can just fly and grind for them, like I did in OG Mario. But maybe I'll just be cool. I'm gonna, like, try my best. I'm really gonna try. At Warner Brothers Studios. Because now I'm gonna have to redo this whole segment. If I die. Okay. Oh, I forgot I was back here. That makes it extra sad. Alright, put on a game face. We're gonna go carefully through this. I'm not even gonna screw with the buttons right now. I'm gonna just go for it. No room for shenanigans. Just pure, unadulterated Mario gameplay. See, that was a shenanigan right there. I almost died for it. I was hoping that would be another leaf or something, or another feather or whatever. Another feather. Okay. I'm probably gonna switch to the feather once I get to that insane segment toward the end that I was dealing with. This all ends up being like I have to do the boss too. All right. Timing. Timing is everything here. I don't like this spot. Oh my god, I lost the feather. I get the hammer suit though. I would so much rather be able to fly than hammer right now, but hammer's kind of nice. Oh my god. Why was it? That was way scarier than the first time I got through here. Okay, I've lost the ability to hammer even. Wow, the checkpoint was right here. Okay, bye. Bye, power up. Yeah, I don't, this is looking grim unless I can get enough coins. Or find a 1-up. I don't want to stand on you. I don't trust you. Monty Mole. I don't think, they're called some other thing. They're not even Monty Moles. They're like some other named creature. He just got blasted. I actually need to collect coins. I put a lot of faith in that jump. Oh no. I tried. I honestly tried so hard. Game's over, says a child. Load that file. I don't know why I'm on file 2. It's bizarre. Oh, well, I just respawn. I mean, I have to I keep, so, I guess what it does is that it keeps whatever power-up I saved from, like, when I saved. It reloads my save and just gives me 5 ups. That's cool. I should go off-screen. I'll look up. I'll grind to get, like, 99 lives or something. But I guess part of it is then I won't have that feeling of, like, clutch. Like, in that moment, I had the world. I could have clutched. But I didn't. I could have had a #1 trending Twitch clip of me clutching it out. That would have been the make or break moment for my Twitch career. But alas, I did not. Because that is how Twitch works. It's like if you do one thing, that's what you're that's what blows you up. If you do one jump, if you jump in one level in Mario and do it good. Oh, I got this. Look at that. That's actually kind of nifty. I feel like I've been collecting cherries for a long time, and I have not gotten this. I believe it's based on cherries and like some number thing, at least in Mario 2. Hell yeah. That actually was really nice. Let me skip a lot of that shenanigans. And we're back here. Not bad. I feel pretty good about that. I feel like maybe it just took me a while to get here the first time, but it felt like this was longer, like this was further in. Plus, that gave me more like, oh man, I really gotta not mess this one up. I could jump this. See, that makes me want to do like the clutch jump. Like that. Look at that. That's way cooler than playing the level. This is, I believe, a, no. That bottom one's a power-up, but I was like, I don't want it, but I guess I do want it. Now I want it. Yahoo. Ooh, no. Mamma mia. I think this will be a good stopping point once I beat this level. I think this feels like a good stopping point for the night. This feels right. Yahoo. Yahoo, 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 Yahoo. Uh-oh. Yahoo. Uh-oh. Yahoo. Uh-oh. Wow, this segment is so much better with the being able to fly. Just night and day. And there it goes. But I had it for a minute. Okay. Just get through that part. That is like a mean fireball right there. Alright, we made it back to where we were. Cool. Here we go. But again, now that I think about what am I like, do I feel like I've gained something from having to replay to get here? Not really. I guess I should hide. They're dropping bombs. Do I feel like I had more fun or I gained anything from having to replay this level? No, I think I would have preferred to not replay this level. Probably would have been my preference. But okay, I think that was an example of actual bullshit. Of just the bullet spawning in me. I don't... I'll have to watch the replay on that, but I literally think the bullet just spawned inside of me. And that sucks. It was like a... I'm not gonna... I was like, I'm not gonna go get that, and I ran for the giant coin. It was like a not dinosaur coin from Mario World. Oh wow, you can stand on these in this game? That's weird. Feels wrong. What else feels wrong is the friggin' bombs. I think these are... I don't think it's random. I think it just goes to the closest one that you're at. Yeah, I think... So that actually kind of helps. I thought it was either random or it was a pattern. I think it just goes to your last known location. Maybe it is... I don't know. Yeah, it's the last known location. So don't stand still. Give me that shroom, buddy. What is this level? I guess this is like the World 1 Mega Boss final approach. Please be... Oh wow, just straight up no checkpoint. Oh boy. Oh no, there is. I was gonna say, like, they're really out here. No checkpoint in me. Big ouch. Oh, I want that mushroom, like, real bad. Nice. Too many socks. Too many socks. Here we go. Here we go, he says, as he lets it go to the bottom of the pit. Okay, this game is giving me a generous amount of mushrooms. Okay, I thought I could sneak that in there. This game, I feel like, gave me a generous amount of power-ups, I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of a generous amount of power-ups, I can buy one, too. Alright. I feel like I'm sleeping on buying power-ups, you know? Buying power-ups for segments like this. Wow, I don't... Okay. For segments like that, indeed. This boomerang hitbox suck so bad. The 2 boomerang is just so hard to deal with. Well, cool. It's like, can I not get hit by every single version of these enemies? That would be swell. And the Mario World pillars, which probably have a name. Unless, I mean, their name might just be like Castle Pillar. But everything in Mario World had like a credits name. They're called pillies. Ouchie, ouch poles. Ouchie, ouch poles. Okay. I'm just calculating where those things have a weird name if I remember. Like those weird like room chaser things, which is just very abstract concept of a like an enemy. It's just like a orb that circles. I think that was bred from bred from limitations. I wonder what that was really supposed to like represent. Of course, it's all poison mushrooms. What am I thinking? I mean, the game did throw me several dozen bones here. All right, I'll use the iframes. I don't understand how I got perfectly destroyed by that. Just let me fight the boss that I'm gonna like lose all my lives at. Just ignore him. I can't even like crouch underneath those boomerangs, which is like insane. I think they literally designed these like the placement. I think this game does this a lot. I think I've mentioned this before on like other streams. This game, I think they designed the placement of the enemies specifically to like stop you from rushing through the level in a way where like, okay, I don't know why I thought I couldn't crouch, but I could be small and dodge that. I feel like they designed them in a way where they knew exactly what you would do. He's gonna jump up. They knew exactly what you would do. If you were rushing through the level, and the enemies are designed to like throw everything exactly where you would be if you were running through the level. Like that is the design basis is fully around like if you were running straight there you just get hit. This guy kind of like throws his thing backwards at you, which is wild. Okay, at least I can like knock through these guys now with the tail. I'm not gonna rush it. Although on that one I really could have. Nice. The orbs of fate. Orbs of oh, come on. See, that's what again. Exactly what I said. At least the game is weirdly generous. Right now. The Bowser fire is always rough. Why did I stay here? I'm not even gonna go for the mushroom. I'm too afraid. That enemy at the end has now killed me twice. That is like the worst. That is such an annoying spot for that enemy to be. Guess who's buying more power-ups? Rev up those powers. It's just, I know I'm gonna have to like replay this entire fucking level again. Give me that mushroom. No. Despawn the bananas. Now they're bananas. They're not even socks. They're not even boomerangs. Despawn the bananas. Oh my god. I rushed. And the game does give me like so many chances now to like get power-ups back. I'm still like rushing. I think that's the real problem is like you want to go fast and rush through, but patience. So I don't just walk into a spike. This one I can run through though. I'm determined that. I'm gonna leave that mushroom there. Just in case. And I could, if I like lose all my stuff, I can backtrack that mushroom, but I don't think that would be wise. How? Okay, I heard the getting hit sound effect, but I'm not entirely sure if it was justified. These are just poison to goof with me. Got him. Okay. That's the sound of me choking. Alright. The big bows. The big Bow's boss. Oh my god, there he is. That's a nice looking Bowser sprite. Mario, your presence knows no bounds. It's me, Bowser. No matter, I'm still in control of the Mushroom Kingdom. And with the fusion energy working its magic, I'll be the ruler of more worlds than you could ever imagine. It's time to obliterate your coalition once and for all, starting with you. Oh my god, he has like a... Look at this. Oh god, oh no. How do I probably have to throw things at him. I don't think I'll have to jump at him. Oh, I see. This is like some Kirby. We're on that Kirby type beat. Okay. This is probably the most in-depth Bowser has ever been in any video game. Do I have to grab that from him? Can I pick that up? I bet I can pick that up and throw it or something. That'd be sick. Oh, it's so sick, this game. You, like, Mario 2 pick it up. That's so sick. Alright, this is the sick boss fight. The fact that you Mario 2 pick up his giant hammer and throw it back at him is really cool. This one stays, I guess? Yeah, it does. It just did an extra bounce to mess with me, though. I feel like I gotta really hit him a lot. As Mario, you really gotta hit him a lot. I think I remember I played the Krakow boss fight. I, like, switched to a character that could shoot him. Just because, like, it's a lot to do it. You gotta hit him a lot as just Mario. Ow. Oh, you need that bounce, don't you? I guess maybe you could do it without it. Oh boy. I feel like we gotta do it with Mario, even though it's risky. Alright, I bought a shell because I'm interested. I really don't think this is gonna work the way I think it's gonna work. But I'm interested in seeing. I wonder if I can just, like, shell back and forth. Probably not the whole time, like, obviously. But even, like, an amount of shelling back and forth. Can I, like, bump into him? Okay, we have to do the cutscene every time. Oh. Does this take me out of the shell eventually, or can I stay in the shell the whole time? Okay. It does boot me out, but let me ruin this entire boss. Let me ruin this really cool boss fight. With a really cool power-up. Okay, I lost the power-up. But it is now known to me that if I need to cheese the boss fight, I can. Whew. Oh! Spicy! Yucky! Instead of lucky, Mario goes yucky! Because it's gross. Whoa. He's doing what every, like, mascot slash, like, platformer boss... Oh my god. Worst thing is I'm gonna just die, like, trying to get that. Oh, okay. There goes me being cool. Can I like stop those midair? Is that what happened? Because I got like 2 hammers. Oh no, I got 1. I guess one of his hammers has a chance of being the hammer. Wow, I had a lot. I went in with too much confidence based on like doing some silly stuff. Now I'm gonna die. Yeah. Spring is tough. Adding a spring element is tough. Alright. It's time to ruin my quote. I need to play as Meg the Man, I think. I'll play Zero. Now now I can dash. Let's do it. Sorry, cool boss mechanics from Bowser. Time to now play Mega Man Zero or whatever. Game which is honestly pretty sick. With my air dashing. I couldn't air dash above him. Oh no, I still need to jump. I'm still gonna die. I can't wall jump though, is the problem. I played worse that time. All right, I think we end the stream here anyway on a very anticlimactic note. You know, that was the game telling me that I got to do it as Mario or bust. And I also need to go off-screen grind like 1,000 one-ups so we can just fight the boss over and over again as Mario. I think that's the compromise. With that, I will take my leave. Goodbye, everybody.